Hey YouTube, it's Shiesty from Coast to Coast Reader, and I wanted to do a book review on some of the books I showed you guys that I've read. I've read a lot of books since the last time I did a book haul, because I do swap with a good friend of mine, Glam. She's a member of Coast to Coast as well, so we do a lot of swapping. Especially if it's a book we don't want to add to our collection. So, we've been swapping books back and forth, and then I've been reading books of my own. First, I want to show you guys how I keep up with my books when I swap them out. I found this in the bookstore, and it's called Books to Check Out. It looks like a library card. What would be on the inside of a library card with the date. But on the inside, it has little things where you can write books you want to read, and then it has a whole lot of section of that. Favorite books and passages, you can list those there. It has a lot of good things you can list in this thing. This is the section I use most, is books borrowed and lent, because you can keep track of who you've loaned your books to, and like, here's where I write down all the books that I've loaned out, so I can keep track of what I don't have and what's loaned out. Thought it was really cute, so I used that. And then also, when I purchase my books, I catalog them by the author. So as of 2008, I keep them in this journal thing, this journal book. And this has all the pages where I write down my authors and the books that I have. Every time I buy a new book, I list it in here, so you guys can get an idea of the books that I've had, and if you've seen my book collection, good idea as well, so you can keep track of what you bought and read. Okay. The first book I'm going to review is Shameless Hoodwives by Misha Mink and Denisha Diamond. This is the sequel to Desperate Hoodwives, and Desperate Hoodwives takes place in Bentley Manor, which is a project, and we all know what go down in the project. And that book had 4 main characters, and this book came with 4 different main characters, but they all know of people from the first book. I would give this book a 5. The ladies did real well with this sequel, following up. It had some funny, hilarious points to it, but also the seriousness of how life is lived when you live and choose to live that way, and you're chasing a dream. But it's a really great book. Check it out. And get the first one, Desperate Hoodwives. Another book I read was Keisha and Clyde, Treasure Blue. I would give this book a 4. I've read Treasure's previous books, and this book was just okay to me for Treasure. It's about Keisha, comes from an abusive home, trying to make it on her own, and Clyde comes from a family of brothers. Their mother was shot, their dad was in prison for it, and they meet up, and they're down for each other, and they just show the relationship and how the relationship goes, and the things that she goes through to stick by her man, so in the end, they can win. Like I said, it was just an okay book for me. I would give it a 4 stars. But again, you can check it out, Treasure Blue, Keisha and Clyde. The next book is My Little Secret by Anna J. I give this book 3 stars because this book was not Anna J material. True, every book is not for everybody. Somebody else could read this and say, this 5 stars, this was the shit. But I've read Anna J's previous works, and this book just didn't get it for me. The storyline was just okay, and it's a lot of girl-on-girl scenes in this book, so I just, it just wasn't for me. But if you never read Anna J, you could read this, but I would suggest reading her first book, My Woman, His Wife, and the sequel, Aftermath, and then she has another book, Get Money Chicks. She's written in several anthologies and done really well, but I just think this one missed the mark. But it's My Little Secret, Anna J. I give it 3 stars. A Sticky Situation, Kiki Swenson. I didn't like her wifey series, so I didn't read those. So I decided to give this a try, and I give this book 4 stars. I'm not a real fan. I will read her books. But this story was okay about Maxine. She was a correctional counselor, and she was in a relationship with one of her parolees, prisoners, or whatever. And this story just follows the ups and downs of their relationship and the trials she goes through, doing something she knows she shouldn't be doing, and the consequences of it. 4 stars, a sticky situation, Kiki Swenson. Here we go. This is what I was talking about with Anna J. She wrote in this anthology, The Cat House. Anna J, Lorinda Brown, and Brittany Williams. The story is about the cat house. We all know what a cat house is. I don't have to go into explanation. But each author writes one character's story in this anthology. So it's 3 stories in one. Anna J came hard in this. I mean, she came hard with the scenes, with the lines, with the storylines, setting the book up. She came hard in this. I give this book 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed The Cat House. It's a great read, a quick read. You'll flip pages in this book. Check this one out. Definitely The Cat House. Last but not least is Life After Cash Money. This is the last of a trilogy series done by Crystal Perkins Stale. It's about the Prince family. And in each book she wrote about one of the main characters. The first book was about Prince. The second book was about his daughter. And this one is about his Uncle Silk. He's the one who basically gets the family into the drug business. And it takes you back and sets up the story. So even though you're going back, you get an understanding of why things were done in the first 2 books. 5 stars and then some. I give this 5+ stars. If you haven't read any of her books, pick up Hood Rich. That's the first book. I think the second one is called Big Timers. That's the second book. And then the last book is Life After Cash Money. And yours truly is featured in this book. I am a character in this book, and I really liked my character. It was what I asked Crystal to be. So, I'm not giving it 5 stars just off of that, but I'm giving it 5 stars because Crystal is the truth, and you guys should check her out. 5 stars, Life After Cash Money. So, I just want to review a couple of books that I have been reading, you guys. There's one more, and I'm going to share that with you. Well, actually 2 more. Dice, 4 stars. This is by T.M. Baker. She's also the author of Shiesty and Still Shiesty. This book was okay. It was about a guy who was addicted to gambling and what it cost his relationship. It cost him his relationship, and the things he had to go through to ultimately find love with the person that he's with. So I give this book 4 stars. Lastly is Torn. This is an older book by Keisha Irvin. These 2 I swapped with my girlfriend. 5 stars for this book. Mo was torn between the guy she was with and a new guy, and what she should do for her relationship. Is really a great book about making decisions and love and following your heart. I give this book 5 stars. So all of these books you guys can check out, and I just want to do a quick review on some of the books I've been reading. So I hope you guys are reading and having a great day. Bye.